I'm here with my guest, Ross Rice of Rice Insurance Benefits, and he's here to tell us a little bit about himself and his practice. Ross?
Hi, Tara. Thank you very much. My name is Ross Rice. I'm a local insurance broker here in Clovis. I primarily have been a benefits broker for the last 30 years. We specialize in group of benefits for employers, helping them set up their medical plans, dental, vision. One of our newest benefits, and something that's really become a popular thing to talk to our individual clients as well as our group clients about in the last 8 months with 2020, is pre-need final expense. And that is a popular benefit because with all of the coronavirus pandemic going on, people are looking at planning for their legacy and leaving a benefit to their family.
What are some pre-planning tips that you have for those that are looking into legacy planning?
Well, to clarify, the pre-need legacy planning benefit is a new way of paying for your final expense. A traditional final expense is you meet with an agent, you indicate I want a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 life insurance policy, and they issue that. Sometimes when those policies are issued, the benefit isn't explained to the insured very well, and they assume that when they die, their family's going to get paid immediately. And a traditional life policy like that, and that's what it is, it's a life insurance policy, and they just put final expense on the name. But those policies don't pay out for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, or even longer. Yet you still have to take care of the final expense at the time of someone's passing. And so what we've created are 3 basic packages. It's a cremation plan, cremation with service, or burial with service. The difference being is they're prepackaged. We are the company that has what we call a price lock guarantee, which means if the rates go up on a cremation with service in 10 years, the rate you're paying now is not affected in 10 years. You will continue to pay the same premium and receive the same benefit without having additional expenses. The other thing that I think is really nice about it is it's given you a limited time frame to pay. Most of these traditional final expense plans, you're paying a premium for as long as you live. With AGI's prepackaged plans, you can pay it off in 1 year, 3 years, 5 or 10. And then once it's paid for, it's taken care of. You put it on the shelf and you don't have to worry about it.
And you offer a faster turnaround time for that benefit, and you pay the service providers directly so that their loved ones don't have to worry about an extra thing on top of everything.
Correct. Most of these are going to be paid directly to the funeral firm, and then the family just basically can grieve and move on. I think what makes this so eye-opening now is, as we mentioned prior, we've all been driving down the street and seeing a family member holding a sign, "I've got to bury my dad or my brother." And your heart aches for them. And as you're driving by, you go, "I don't want that to be me." But we're all busy. We all have things going on in life, and we forget about it. And lo and behold, fast forward, something does happen unexpectedly, and your family members are out having to do that. That's the last thing you want to do. I think for peace of mind, you want to plan this and take care of it up front. The nice thing about our program, our rates are very inexpensive. It's about $1 to $1.50 a day. So less than $45 a month, you can take care of this for you and or your spouse if you choose to do so. And it gives you that flexibility of, being buried anywhere in the country or cremated and having that taken care of wherever you're at.
So what sets your services apart from other legacy planning offers?
I think a lot of it is a lot of people come across these final expense companies. They're dealing with a brand new agent. This person is new, green, been around maybe a year, and they're trying to find their place. I've been doing this for 30 years. People know me. I have a large clientele of group business, and I think what gives people peace of mind is they have my phone number, they have my business card, they have my website. I mean, they know how to find me. I'm very involved with my church, so people know where to reach out to me and find me. And I think that's peace of mind. I contact my clients. We stay in touch with them 3, 4, 5 times a year, just to check on them. I want to make sure that when someone decides to buy a pre-need benefit or a life insurance benefit, that it isn't a one and done kind of thing. I want them to know, hey, I'm going to call you when the policy is issued. I'm going to follow up with you just to make sure, hey, it was everything on there correct? Are you still feeling good about this? I want them, and I sent them a survey. I asked them, can you give us a grade between 1 and 5 of how we, how we do things? Are we, backing up what we say we're going to do? And I just want people to know that when they make that decision, they don't have to worry about us just being gone. And I think a lot of people feel that way when they get these final expense agents calling on them.
You also have really affordable payment plans on different age brackets. Can you give a little more explanation of that?
Most of the age brackets, the difference in cost is very minimal. We have two spreadsheets that we can run instantly. The average premium for employees between 40 and 75 is $27 to $48 a month. You could think about that, on an individual group life or individual life benefit, that could be 3 to 4 times the amount. So if someone was 50 and 51, the rate's going to be identical. It's very small amounts of money. I'm 57 and I did mine. My premium was $31 a month. So you can kind of get an idea. I did a basic plan. So with one of the companies, we have 2, NGL and Global Atlantic, and those are our 2 carriers. So they call us up, we can give them an idea of, do you want to pay it over 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? And it's very simple. Policies are usually issued within 3 to 5 days.
What are some changes you've seen in pre-planning due to the pandemic?
Well, a lot of the meetings now are done over Zoom. I think people are worried about it, and for safety purposes, I'm not a big fan of Zoom because I like the personal one-on-one, but I understand what the situation, the way things are. It's easier and people feel more secure about that. I also feel that depending on who they're talking to, they may or may not be getting all of the information. I like to ask probably more questions and answer more questions than most people are used to, but I want them to feel like, hey, this is a decision that we didn't come to lightly and we didn't decide to move forward just because we felt pressured. And I think especially with all of the news media and the things you see about, oh, this person died, or this is happening in this state, or this county, has got people fearful. And I always say, call our office. We can walk you through it. We will give you the good, the bad, and the not so good about things, and just tell you from the get-go, if you do this, this is going to happen here, and go from A to B. And it's very simple. I don't try to give people a lot of fluff.
What is something you wish more people knew about pre-planning?
95% of the people in the United States have not done any kind of pre-planning. I think it's had a bad rap because I think people final expense, and it's kind of like the used car salesman. People have a bad image of the people that they've talked to. And I think what we've created here at AGI is we're not just taking every person that comes to us and says, hey, I want to work with you guys. We very, very picky on who we select. And I think what they're going to find with us is that when they ask us a question, you have company A and company B. It's one or the other. And depending on which carrier, it's 1 to 2 medical questions. So it's very, very simple, very concise. You're not having to decide, do I want a $30,000 life insurance policy, $20,000, I can only afford this. Like I said before, it's about a cup of coffee a day at Starbucks. And so if we all gave up, 1 trip a day to Starbucks, we could afford this.
I know one of your sayings is it's never too early to plan, but tomorrow may be too late.
That's correct. Any
other statements that you think more people need to know?
Today, because tomorrow may not be here. And I think I mentioned to you prior to the recording is, prime example is when my mother-in-law passed away 3 years ago. We all knew it was coming, but prior to that, they had never planned for my father-in-law's burial or cremation. And when my mother-in-law passed away, my father-in-law, the reality hit that, hey, I'm having to pay for a retail cost of a cremation, which was about $4,500. And we had a nice service and everything. Had he done something like this, he would have spent maybe $1,500 in out-of-pocket expenses to take care of all this. I just don't want to see people wait and then the family's having to go to a relative or take out a loan to fund it, because with the financial times that people are having, people getting laid off from the virus, I just think people need to, take a minute, figure out what they want to do, call us, and then from that point, we can walk you through from start to finish. And it's a simple process after that. If you want to do it, great. If you don't, we hope to, keep in contact and hear back from you somewhere in the near future.
If someone wanted to start pre-planning, how would they reach you?
They can reach us. My local number here in Clovis is 559-325-1201. They can also go to my website and click on schedule appointment. The website is www.ricebenefits.com. And they can also find us on Facebook under Rice Insurance Benefits and Clovis Business Direct. If someone has a question or is interested in getting an idea of what a cost would be, I would appreciate them to give us a call, and we'll be able to take care of them and help them out in any way we can.
Thank you for meeting with me today, Ross. I hope you have a good day.
You too, Tara. Thank you so much.